isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be about Faulkner.
Oh God, Forky.
It's going to be about Austin. It's going to.
Hey,
we know.
Hey, we have a guy. I mean, Kev, you've rode with Faulkner, right? At Ranger?
Yeah, like I know him. We grew up together.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. What do you? What?
Oh,
God, here we go. You're gonna be politically correct here. I know.
All right, so let's just set the scene before we even talk about it. Travis is a hater. I'm a believer, and we'll just go with that.
So we're pretty raw on here. We won't be politically correct. But
we're never politically correct.
Your position, you can be politically correct if you want.
Yeah, we pretty much will say whatever the hell we want to. So,
we know.
Don't feel bad here. So, all right, Kevin, why don't you give us your thoughts on Faulkner for coming up in 2021 here?
I think it's his time to get it done. I think everybody thinks that. Like, he's done it. He's obviously one of the better riders. He just got to put it together realistically. Like, let's be really honest. But no, I'm not going to sit here and, pump him up or talk crap on him either way. But I think he needs to focus a little bit more.
Like going through the whoops, he needs to focus?
Was the female a little bit of a...
Oh, Jesus.
I have no actual idea. Like, we're not nearly as close as we used to be, but I have no actual idea, but I can only imagine from some of the stuff that I've heard that it has to be a factor.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, if he could just, maybe not crash 67 times in practice, would be great.
Bro, that was 2019, man. He rarely hit the deck this year in practice.
He rarely? Rarely.
I had Jeannie ask you this at the beginning of the year down at the goat farm, like Jeannie Carmichael, and she's like, who do you got? And I was like, I'm going to be really honest. Like, I think Austin got this. And, oh, no, it was actually 2 years ago because I remember that because Marty was down at the farm at that time, too.
Yes.
And she was all pissed that I picked Austin over Marty. I'm like, let's be honest. Like, you got a 30-year-old or you got, a hungry 20-year-old. But, no, same situation this year. Like, I honestly thought Austin had it. He rode really good. He didn't mess up. I don't know if it was, the third round or whatever that he, crashed twice. And then
I think it was A2.
Yeah.
It was A2.
I was like, well, that's looks like an awesome thing to do. But then he was just super solid. And I honestly, if that wouldn't have happened to him, he would have won that championship at the end. But, at the same time, I was just like, wow, that was – he's done it the last 2 years the exact same way. So it was shitty to watch.
This is who he is.
It was shitty to watch for him.
This is who he is. He hits the deck. He can't get it done.
Oh, my God.
No,
AC couldn't get it done either.
Honestly, who is there that's on his level now that Ferrandis is gone?
No one.
Dude, there's nobody.
I don't think Jet's there.
Nobody. Jet's still. He's still a year away from being on that level.
Nah, I'm on that Golden Jet train, bro.
No.
And Golden Jet's going to get in his head, and then he's just going to hit the deck more, and it's going to be glglorious.
He's going to have to beat him.
On top. Oh.
He's going to have to beat him to get in his head, and it's not going to happen.
Dude, Jet's going to...
I think that's a very good point.
Is gone. We don't have those thoughts in our head anymore.
Wait, who?
Austin.
I wouldn't say that.
Whoa, wait, what?
Kind of.
Hold on,
breaking
breaking news.
Wait, I don't know what just happened. What was just talked about?
I thought he was, home life was better. No female to worry about. But I guess not.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, we're breaking news on the show, baby.
With that,
this does not go on the Instagram.
Yeah, so this is like Moto TMZ shit, but that's for a kid that age and all the distractions with social media, a girl that's playing games with you, you're finding your place in life with a female, I guess, you're chasing ass. And when you got that kind of stuff playing with your head too, it's got to be a factor.
Yeah, again, I'll sit here and say, I'm sure somebody's going to at some point show Austin this. Dude, I'm all about Austin. But we are not as good as friends as we used to be. Just with both of us racing, we kind of just haven't been around each other as much. But no, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys all of his information that I've heard and everything. But I would have to agree with. I don't know which one of y'all just said that, but it has to take a toll at some point. If you think I'm putting myself in his shoes, right? Think about Kevin. I don't have a chick or anything like that. I don't have that kind of, like, honestly, time with being a privateer. I think it'd probably be a little bit different if you're on a factory team and everything was kind of handled for you. But if you think about it, when it just comes to the time and the amount of focus that you have to be at this level, like having some kind of chick that is, you know, doing stuff like that and whatnot, like, it would have to take a toll that would just make you unfocused and not work as hard as if you only had to worry about yourself to an extent.
Good riddance to the track snacks.
That
Right,
sounds,
I mean...
Yeah, like, that sounds selfish, but it's just honest.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
riddance.
exactly. Like, if I put myself in his shoes, and, I mean, you have a girl like that you're all in. Like, if you're, from the way it looks outside looking in, like, you're all in on this chick, and then you start hearing things, you know, where, you know, just to be blunt, she's banging other dudes or something like that. You know, that's you know,
Track snacks.
I mean,
Yes.
just to be blunt, that's just how the moto industry is. I mean, we've heard it time and time again.
What
if
about
you
Cooper
want to
Webb?
talk about J. Martin Starr,
Oh, God,
yeah.
dude.
you know, if you want to keep opening cans,
Jake Weimer.
yeah. If you just want to go stories on stories on stories, like, yeah, that takes a toll on those guys. It's a factor you gotta think about. So.
Okay, so all serious.
So yeah, well, we'll get off that topic.
Faulkner is the title favorite, but if the rumors we're hearing on this show are true, which, you know, rumors always start with a kernel of the truth here, if she's back in his life, then he's not the title favorite in my mind at all.
I will neither confirm or deny said statement, but I will say that
Nice politically correct. That was nice.
I believe that he's got it this year. Like, if he doesn't have it this year, I really don't know what's next for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think he's the favorite.
And even I think the pressure over, you know, under that semi from Kawasaki, from Mitch, from all those guys, like, he's supposed to be their guy, and he was their guy for the last 2 years, and just one mistake blew it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
All right,
I think that no matter what coast he's got to be the favorite.
pretty much.
Yeah.
no, 100%.
So can we move on to another guy on that team that's got to get it done this year? And I mean, literally has to get it done, or his career might be over. Jordan Smith. Anybody?
Oh man.
He's got to get it done, right? There's just
But he's not going to though. I think all the injuries that have piled up on him the last couple of years, he looks like this. You know, he does this every year before season starts. He puts out all these videos at MTS, and look, I like Smitty. Like Travis, you know I do. Like, I've liked Smitty for a long time.
I'm
you know,
amazed we're on the same page.
I think he's a good dude, but I think that I just don't know. Last year or this year I should say, he was a tick off. Like, I know he was hurt, but he hasn't really been the same guy since 2018. And I think that that's part of all those injuries. And I don't know. I mean, I'll go so far as to say this. Like, I know that you're hesitant about Seth Hamaker, but Smitty might be the worst guy on the PC team when it's all said and done. And I hate saying that because I really like Jordan, but I think he might be.
And that's just mind-blowing to me to hear you say that about a guy that had the red plate for almost the whole season, all the way down to August.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the same page. I really, he's just a huge question mark for me at this point.
Kevin, you got any insights on him? You ever met him or anything?
I mean, I met him down. I've been down because obviously I raced down at the goat farm, and I went over to MTS a couple days that we couldn't be at the farm. So like I've seen him and talked to him a little bit, but like I don't know him personally, put it that way. So no, I have no insight on that whatsoever.
Do you think it's do or die for him this year, as far as career wise, almost?
I honestly don't know. Like I don't pay attention to him as much as I pay attention to like Austin and the other, like I guess you could say actual buddies I have. So I don't know. I haven't followed his past as much as I do the other guys, but like if you give me the option of, you know, say Austin and him are in the same coach, like it's everybody's picking Austin over him.
Oh yeah, 100%. Do you know this Hamaker kid?
Yeah, I know Seth.
Okay, what do you think of him? So here's where I'm skeptical, because Justin's gonna be like, well, Travis doesn't believe in him. Here's where I'm skeptical right now.
I don't fucking sound like that.
He's had Epstein-Barr, okay, and he's super young to have had Epstein already. So that's where it makes me nervous of, like, I know once you get it, you're more susceptible to it, and you've already had it when you're this young. Like, dude, you've got a long career ahead of you of trying to keep this in balance. So
yeah, I mean, I got Epstein-Barr last year at the end of outdoors.
No shit. Okay, well.
Yeah, so like, it's gnarly. It's not fun. Yeah, because I was like a consistent top 20 guy last year in outdoors. Not this year, this past year, like the year before that.
Yeah,
so
2019.
2019?
Yep.
Yeah, it's nothing to joke around about because I was like always in the top 20 in the last 3 rounds. Like I was like 25th, and I was like dogging out. So, no, I think it's tough, but if you ask me, Steph's got my vote. I think he's going to do good. I don't know about Supercross per se because like he's going to be complete rookie on that. I don't know how much indoor experience he has, but outdoors, dude's going to be solid.
Well, let me tell you about the indoor experience I know he has. I was at this Hobunk Arena Cross race in Grand Rapids like 2 or 3 years ago, and he was there with Jimmy Albertson. And I don't actually remember how he rode. I just remember being there. But anyway,
What?
Wow.
I was there, and I don't remember him there.
Yeah, he was there, dude.
No, you're thinking of Lance Kobush.
No, Hammaker was there.
You're thinking of Kobush.
Hammaker was there too.
No, you're cum drunk. Stank dog.
No.
It's Kobush.
No way.
Kobush was there.
Hammaker was there too. I'm telling you.
Dude,
When was this? How many years ago?
2?
The one at the Deltaplex?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're hammered.
he was there. Maybe you were hammered.
You're hammered drunk.
It's Kobush, I'm telling you, bro.
Here, you guys keep chatting. I'm gonna pop on the old results here and prove you wrong.
All right, you pop on the old results. Okay.
All right, so let's stay on that team for a minute, and we'll talk about one of your boys, Travis.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, Cameron McAdoo, and also I'm a McAdoo believer. But I
Whackers,
think this year
baby.
I think he needs to get it done this year.
I think he needs to get it done in order to keep getting decent rides, but I think he's a possible winner.
Like as of like mains.
Yes, I think he can get it done in a main.
I could maybe see him winning a main. I thought you were about to say winner of the championship.
No.
Yeah, I was about to go. Oh no.
No.
I don't think so.
Look, we
No.
are
Nothing
not
against him,
title
but, like-
people. We are race winners. We are podiums, and we better not be outside that top 5 this year.
No, I can see that. That's reasonable.
I just think he needs to get it done because this, and like I said, I like McAdoo, but pretty much he's been getting rides year after year, really good rides, and not saying he's not deserving of them because we saw at the end in Salt Lake how good he was.
Fill-ins too.
Yeah, with TLD and Geico and now Pro Circuit, but with all the uncertainty that's going on in the moto industry right now and all these guys that are left without rides, like he needs to get it done and prove why he keeps getting these rides because I think he's not in the same boat as Smitty, but I think it's people are going to start looking at him sideways a little bit if this year he can't get it done. And in my opinion, getting it done for him, he needs to be, I think, top 3 in points in whatever coast he's on.
Yeah, I would
Travis.
agree. Okay, go ahead. Here we go. Hold on.
Are you ready?
Yep.
It was Lance Kobush.
Told ya.
Hammaker wasn't there at all either night.
No, absolutely not.
Well, fuck me. Look, bro. You want to know why I was there? I was there for one reason.
Diana Dahlgren. Yeah,
Yes!
I know.
No, you're there for
Yes.
Larry the fucking enticer guy.
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I was not there for him. I could have cared less if he was there. All right. I was there for one reason only. I got a picture with her. It was awesome. And
She touched your hand. You didn't wash it for like a month.
I touched her lower back in a very
Oh,
appropriate
God.
fashion. Okay, when
It's
we
not
took
appropriate
the picture,
anymore.
I gave a good thumbs up, like a Travis Pastrana one. She signed the calendar
Jesus.
with an XO. I think she liked me, and we were off.
In your dreams, man.
Yeah, I mean whatever.
All right.
Anyway, it
So-
was great.
So what about the last guy on that team? A signing that hasn't really been put out to the press yet, but Shimoda.
Sushi?
Yeah, what are we thinking?
Yo, he got signed. I heard he was on PC, but so they're gonna have a 5-man roster.
Yep.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's Supercross only, which I find very weird for Joe to sign a Supercross only deal.
Does anyone?
I think he just because I guess the Phoenix thing's off the table.
Wow.
Really?
Because he was being, I mean, from what I had heard and understood, he was being very picky with the whole Phoenix thing.
Yeah.
Like West Coast or nothing. Like
Gear, right, too?
Fox gear, nothing.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff. So
Does anybody find it weird how much money and how much pressure Honda put on Geico to make him part of that team, and then
which is still weird to me,
goes away, they just drop him?
They just have nothing for him. Yeah.
Well, Japan forgot about him.
Like, that's wild to me.
Well, they moved money over to Phoenix, and I believe that was their goal, was to get him locked down. But Phoenix has obviously the Moose gear. And and
nobody wants to be in that.
And and they're based out of North Carolina, kind of like JGR was, and he wasn't willing to make that move. So
do we think he's going to be better on the PC bike? I mean,
I don't know.
Man. I see him in about the same spot as he was on the Geico bike.
I mean, I know his starts are going to be better.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him. In Mitch's program and all that stuff, I think it's just going to be a weird combination, to be honest with you.
I mean, he looked good at the end outdoors.
Yeah, he did. It's weird that he's a Supercross only. I agree with that. Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all. Like, you hire this kid who's only ran 1 year of Supercross, and, like, he did all right. Like, don't get me wrong, in the end of Salt Lake, he was up there, but I don't know, man. It's a weird situation for me.
No, I agree. Right,
I
don't know. I see him. What was he last year? 5 to 10 guy.
I think he got one podium, 2 podiums at the end of Supercross. I mean, that's when the field started going. Started to be depleted a little bit, but I feel like he at least got 1 podium.
Yeah, something like that. So okay, let's.
I see him hovering around 5th.
Okay.
Let's transition here